Powered by JayZs Radio.
Yeah. What up, Barbara, Carmels, everybody on the live, Mel Sincere, L Burner, Sweet Cheeks, Shot Monty was good. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that was Prince Lucas right there. Up and down. Up and down. Yeah, that joint right there go hard. Definitely got a nice little summer vibe to it, man. Nice little summer vibe. So it is a lot going on in the hip hop news, man. Oh man, so it got ugly at the Tycoon pool party that 50 Cent throw every year. You know what I'm saying? You know, he take it to different cities or whatever. So this year they took it to Houston. And it got ugly. It got real ugly. Trey the Truth, for those of you who don't know who he is, he's a rapper out of Texas. You know what I'm saying? He do a lot of work for the community.
Can't even hear.
You know what I'm saying? Like he do a lot of work. He do a lot of work for the community. He's always out doing stuff, but he was on his wild out thing, man. Him and several of his homeboys jumped rapper Zero, who was also from Houston. He's been around for a while. He an underground cat. But you know, out there they do 100,000 records like it's nothing. You know what I'm saying? And the video surfaced of Trey the Truth standing in the background while dudes was hitting on him or whatever, called him all type of names, and the boy Zero went live, and he went to TMZ and he said that they was walking. They told him they wanted to talk to him, and out the blue he was sucker punched. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people are upset about that, man. They are upset that they jumped on him like that. You know what I'm saying? So Trey the Truth made a video talking about it. You know, everybody started explaining themselves. You know, if me and my homies jump on somebody, I ain't making no video explaining nothing. You know, it is what it is. Be mad. You know what I'm saying? But you know, he made a video explaining it or whatever the case may be. And you know, Slim Thug is trying to squash the situation. It's been going on for a long time. So you know, we'll see what happened with that.
The beef is between who?
Trey the Truth and Zero.
Who's Zero?
He a rap a lot artist. He underground. He never really. Yeah, he been around for a grip. He never really blew, but he real big out there. Like, you know what I'm saying? But he got like a couple of albums that did like 100K underground. So he got big bread, you know what I'm saying, off them joints. But he never really crossed over to the masses for real. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? But he been on some tracks with a lot of major artists though. You know what I mean? He been on a few platinum albums or whatever. But also at the pool party, Pleasure P from the Pretty Ricky group got to acting crazy, and Tony Yayo had to put hands on him and left him leaking. He hit him with a 3-piece and left him leaking, and Ray J was with Pleasure P, and he pulled off and let Pleasure P get beat up. And then Trey Songz got out of control, and he had to be escorted from the pool party because he was in there trying to fight over some chicks and all this crazy stuff. And 50 Cent said that he is banned from the Tycoon pool party. He said last year he crashed a Wraith at the pool party. This year he was fighting, and he went up in his hotel room and started breaking stuff up. I don't know what's going on with Trey, man, but Trey going through something, man.
That first love.
Yeah.
He can't get it back.
And you know what I mean? So that joint got, you know, that joint got everybody talking. So it went down to the Tycoon pool party. If you follow 50 Cent on Instagram, he posted a clip of you know, basically the wrap up of the weekend, so you can go check it out, man. But this is something that he does every year. He go to different cities. I was living in Atlanta when he brought it to Atlanta, and it was crazy out there. But to keep it moving, so DJ Khaled dropped his album, God did, and is expected to do about 115K the first week, so it's probably gonna debut at number 1. But everybody in the whole world is talking about JayZ's
Can't
Verse.
get past song number 3, can y'all, huh?
Everybody in the world is talking
I know
about
it's song number 3 up there on the
JayZ's
album. I know.
Verse. And I'm talking about this right here show you the power of Jay. People are talking more about the verse than they talking about the album. More people are talking about this verse than they talk about most people's projects when it come out. Like, I mean, everybody's talking about this verse because, you know, it's Hove and he kind of snapped like a young dude. But this
I
is
was about to say, man, don't forget the fact that it's not just Hove. This dude went in, bro.
Yeah, he went in. He went in. You know, he talking
went
that talk.
in, man.
And this is why Khaled
If this was a dude you didn't know, you know him today.
Yeah,
That's how he went in. He went in
why
like
Khaled ain't
like
do
you
no
never
promo.
knew who he was.
Yeah,
Khaled ain't do no promo for this album.
He just
because
been-
he had that.
Yeah,
When
he got.
he dropped that, it's a wrap.
So it's like everybody's talking about the verse, and you know I'm a big Jay fan. Now Wayne and Rick Ross is also on the song, and both of their verses is like that too. Wayne's verse is crazy. You know what I'm saying?
goodness.
Wayne's verse is crazy. Rick Ross verse is dope too, but Wayne and Jay both went crazy, but Jay verse is long. And you know, basically you know, he said some things, you know, and everybody's talking about it. And this is how I feel personally. I don't think it's his best verse ever, but I think it's the first time in a long time that we heard Hove go crazy like that. But I definitely think it's in his top 10 verses that he's ever spit. But I also feel that the rappers now are so mediocre that a lot of them are trash with just hot hooks and words that match, that when you hear something like Hove verse that you just heard, a lot of the new rappers can't help but praise it. You know why? Because they don't get to hear that. They don't get to hear that. And they wasn't around when he had his run, when he was dropping number 1 album after number 1 album after number 1 album.
That's
See what I'm
like being
saying?
a Kobe fan because you didn't get to see Jordan when he was
Yeah.
there. You know what I mean?
And now he's just popping up, dropping verses and showing them like, you know, I do this with ease, you know what I'm saying? And I mean, you know, he definitely snapped on the joint. And people are, most rappers wish they could get their album talked about the way the world is talking about this verse right now. You know what I'm saying? And he's definitely doing his thing.
Jay.
Um,
Power, boy.
So, if y'all remember, I told y'all a couple of months back that it was an incident that took place with Lil Baby and his crew and Offset from the Migos. Remember this. Remember now, this is like the 4th thing that I put y'all on, and like DJ Khaled said, but you didn't believe in me. God did. You know what I'm saying? So I was telling y'all this months ago that an incident took place where Lil Baby's homeboys jumped on Offset, and they was at a dice game. You see what I'm saying? And when they jumped on Offset, they tried to, like, you know, beat him up, take his chain, and he got up out of there, and he came back with the strizzle. See what I'm saying? Ready to pop something. And he had to run and hop in a nigga's car. He had to hop in somebody's Rolls Royce.
And then niggas made a phone call to get it squashed.
So now that Offset is beefing with P from QC, and him and Lil Baby made a post talking about, you know, the show must go on. They ain't worried, basically throwing shots at Offset. Now people are talking about the jumping. Now, I lived in Atlanta when this took place. Now people are talking about it like, yeah, well, you know, Lil Baby crew jumped. Now, I lived in Atlanta, and my homie played basketball with Quavo on a regular basis. He's also in the Scrub the Ground. He also in that video. He's in another video too. And one of our peoples from VA is in the Migos video. He played Joe Buttons, Tracy. He played Joe Buttons in the Migos video where they was dissing Joe Buttons. Tracy played Joe Buttons, you know what I'm saying? He grew up right out here, out Buckfro. Me and him was rocking out there in the A2. But anyway, they jumped on Offset, and that sparked the beef. See what I'm saying? And things haven't been right over there since. And Lil Baby is P homeboy from the street. Now, Lil Baby was in jail, and he came home, and Young Thug gave him 20 bands to, you know, to rap, not get back in the streets. And P signed him to QC, and that was his homeboy. So he put the house on him, and it started a division amongst the Amigos. Now, Culture 3, even though it did pretty decent, didn't get the rollout that Amigos album usually get, because they was beefing with P from QC about money issues and all these other things, and he forgot that the Migos built that label. See what I'm saying? Without the Migos, that label is not powerful, but they put everything on Lil Baby. So when Straighten It dropped, Straightening, when that joint dropped, and they performed at the boxing match, Lil Baby made a post saying ain't nothing but a little bit of straightening. He put a bunch of laughing emojis up there. See, this went over a lot of people's head, but I knew what was going on because of the situation. You know what I'm saying? I knew that they had jumped Offset. I was in Atlanta when this happened, you know what I'm saying? And it was beef in the street out there, you know what I'm saying? Now, I lived on the North. I lived over there for 2 years, so I know a lot of them dudes over there. You know what I'm saying? I stayed on the north side. When I go to the A to visit, I always go out there because I got love out there. All the Jamaican niggas out there, all my Migo niggas out there. You know what I'm saying? I come there. Hey, Kevin! Hey, Big Kev, come here. You know what I'm saying? I go out there, I go holler at my niggas, you know what I'm saying? Because I lived out there for 2 years, you know what I'm saying? So now this beef is starting to get public. And there's footage of them jumping Offset. See what I'm saying? Now, I told y'all that months ago. So this thing is definitely going to get ugly. And Offset and the Migos are not on the same page. And allegedly, Offset smashed Quavo girl, Swahili, Sweetie, whatever her name is, while they was together. And it came out, and that sparked a problem, because they all are family members. See what I'm saying? So it's a lot going on over there, man. But you know, we gonna see how it's gonna go down. And last but not least, in California, it has came out that 12 police officers have been caught up in texting each other, talking about killing black men. 12 police officers caught up talking about, now they haven't released their names or none yet, but that's coming next. But they were caught up texting each other about killing black men. And I had to speak on this. See, now I'm going to be the first to tell you that sometimes black dudes, or black people, should we say, sometimes we take shit to the extreme when it don't need to be. And then we make everything racial. And white people get tired of seeing that shit. You know what I'm saying? They get tired of saying, why is it always got to be this? But when we talk about things like this, see, police brutality has went on, especially in the black community, for so long. A lot of people never really experienced police brutality because they never grew up in conditions where these type of things happen at. See what I'm saying? Now you wonder why black men be so hostile with the police. Why it's always an issue. Because a lot of times, even if you ain't in the wrong, you are in the wrong when you dealing with these officers of the law. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these guys come from racist backgrounds. They moms, they dads, they uncles, and all that was racist as a mug. And they get these jobs, police officers, they get these jobs working in these offices, you know what I'm saying? See, and they disguise themselves so they're in position to do what they want to do. You see what I'm saying? Now, your sons don't be safe in the street, your boyfriends, your husbands, whoever don't be safe in the street. Because you don't got to be doing nothing wrong to get caught up messing with the police, and now they ready to take your life. See what I'm saying? Now, this is the type of stuff that could start race wars. You know what I mean? Now, I know y'all see me smoking and laughing and joking, but don't think for 1 second that I'm a dummy. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, I'm very knowledgeable about a lot of things, but I never speak on it because, you know, it doesn't make any difference. You know what I mean? But this situation right here, they got caught up in L.A., but believe it has went on in other cities elsewhere. And still going on. You see what I'm saying? Now, if it would have been 12 black police officers talking about running around killing other people of a different race. They names and faces would already be blasted all over the news.
Every news channel will be.
See what I'm
talking
saying?
about it.
See, this be the bullshit right here. You know what I mean? And this why it be so much hostility. This why it be so many problems when you have an encounter with police officers, because you never know what they intend to do. And what's crazy is even some of the black police officers, not all of them, these brown-nosing ass niggas, you know what I'm saying? They be on some bogus stuff too. You know what I'm saying? They mad at you. You know what I'm saying? They ready to rough you up, slam you around, you know what I'm saying? So, this is crazy, and this is definitely something that needs to be looked into. And if, I like to watch little stuff like that, and I be on top of stuff like that, when I get my little downtime and I'm chilling, I be, watching little videos and stuff, checking out things. But this is crazy, man. But, so this is definitely something we gonna keep y'all updated with, because, hey, the police is supposed to protect and serve, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Except for when they come to the hood, baby. They ain't protecting and serving. They killing and locking you up. You know what I'm saying? And saying, hey, you was a threat to the community.
They collecting and serving.
Yeah, right?
'Cause on the dark web, a lot of them murders be actual hits, you know what I mean?
Yeah, real
It's
talk,
deep.
man.
I ain't gonna get into it, but...
Man, shout out everybody on the live. Shout out Chastity. Shout out Tommy Grant. Shout out Clarissa. Shout out L. Burner. Shout out Carl Mills. Barbara. If I don't say your name, say yo. Let me know I see your sweet cheeks. Melly Mel, what's good? We gonna get back to the music. And that's the end of the hip-hop news for the day. What we got popping off, Brooklyn Joker? What we got popping off, baby?
We got your who that? Selfish.
We about to get into the song machines. We world premiered this joint last week. It's called Selfish. The song machines. Yes, sir. And right now, I'm about to be selfish and spark this thing on up. Feed the streets, baby. Let's go.
Powered by JayZs Radio.